Do you support the formation of charter and or magnet schools in District 7? And we'll go with Mr. Hurst to start this answer.
The Spartanburg Charter School has made an application, and preliminary approval was, I believe it was unanimously, is that correct? Correct me, what was it?
From the state, it was unanimous. From you guys, 2 people.
There was a 7-2 vote by the Board of Trustees to give preliminary approval to the Spartanburg Charter School to proceed with their application. Because that matter will come back before whoever is elected tonight, I would suggest that we should refrain from any specific comment. I will say, though, that the people behind that school have made a tremendous effort and deserve to be praised for the work they've done. They show a real interest in the kids in this district. I think if the school is successful, then they will be competing with the other public schools in the district for students, and I don't think competition is a bad thing. I make my living in a very competitive environment. And in the real estate business, you learn very early on, you better cooperate with your competitors or you're not going to sell anything. I think this is analogous to the schools as well. We have to compete for students, but we have to cooperate with each other. That's within our district and within the other 7 districts and the 6 districts in this county to make sure that Spartanburg County is providing the best possible education for all our children. As to magnet schools, that's really a different concept. It is largely, it's been a mixed bag, largely failing in a lot of places because it was, frankly, social engineering, trying to put a school in a neighborhood and attract kids who are not from that neighborhood. I think that we will probably never go to that concept because we're not big enough. But I think some of the positive things that have come out of magnet schools, which are the academies and the differentiated learning, can be made part of our existing neighborhood elementary school system.
The magnet school, the charter school, all of it's part of a broader education option package. There have been very successful models. The magnet school works best when you have academic areas that kids are gifted, for example, science, engineering, mathematics. That model tends to work better there. But as Chip said, we're too small a district to introduce magnet schools. You need to have a community school system like Greenville or Charleston, where it's a county-wide basis, because the cost of a magnet school is just tremendous. And again, though, I support the concept of parent choices, involving parents in educating their children, selecting the kind of education option they wanted. But magnet school I don't see as part of that continuum because of the size of our district.
I think when we talk about things like charter schools and magnet schools, we're kind of going right back to parent choice. And as an economics major, and us being in a capitalist society, I agree with Mr. Hurst. Competition is good. That's when the cream rises to the top. I'm not sure of the particulars in reference to magnet schools, so I won't necessarily talk about that. I do understand conceptually it's where you have advancement and things of that nature. I'm running primarily on the dropout rate. If the charter school can help eliminate the dropout rate, then I'm for it. If the magnet school can eliminate the dropout rate, reduce that, then I certainly would have to take a look at something of that nature. I don't want to be a short-term thinker. I'm a long-term thinker. If we continue down the pattern that we're going now, 20 years from today, we can invent every smart weapon known to man, and we're going to be too dumb to operate them. Our economy is global. We need to get focused on producing high-quality individuals who can be the best that they can be. And whatever venue will make that happen is something that we need to look at. We can't put walls up to ideas. We have to look at some of these ideas so we can advance our society and make sure that our country is competitive 20 years from today, not just this week. I'm a long-term thinker, and you need to be a long-term thinker, because with the dropout rate of 54%, that's 1 out of 2, and nationwide is 36, that's 1 out of 3. continue that trend for 20 years, and we will be a third world country.
As far as the charter school is concerned, I would have, if I was on the board, I would have supported the charter school when they came before the board. I have to say that I have read the document that the trustees and the superintendent gave to the members of the charter school group, and I share some of the concerns about the financial predictions in terms of transportation and some of those costs. I do not share the concern about diversity. I think the group is very committed to having a diverse school. As far as magnet schools are concerned, I attended board meetings 2 years ago when magnet schools were on consideration and the district was looking at them. I actually think magnet schools could be something that could work in District 7. I think that we've got a rich history of art, and I think we've got some interest in foreign language. That's another thing I agree with the charter school. They're going to offer foreign language twice a week. There may be interest in parents having a school with immersion. And I'm like Phoenix. I think that we need to look at all opportunities. I think we need to be innovative in the elementary schools. And so I think it would be worth looking at.